What's up, guys? It's Keith Trades with the Money Printers team. We're going over June 17th trade recaps and then the full setups behind them and then the call outs. Right, this is a day just not overcomplicating trading, just letting the market come to you, understanding that we're near all-time highs, and then playing the market properly. Right, so start off the bat. Let's come to our pre-market plan at 6:14 a.m. Again, the long and short plan that you get from Discord will likely have a point of interest for both sides. Today was at 19,929 sell side, right? I said we could potentially buy up off the open, but likely I see us draw lower into 19,929 or fill the whole gap, then to find a buy model to 19,988 and the new all-time high, right? And I said here, right, we see a new all-time high, then break down into open. This is what's happening in the open. We're expecting bearish. I like to see us run to the 19,929 and then potentially lower, right? So coming in, let's see what I saw on the charts. All right, starting off on the 1 hour, we have this huge market gap up. So that 19,920 level is simply just this low that hasn't been taken. You see a fail delivered here. Then we have our all-time highs. And our 19,988 level is just this high here. All right, so coming into the session, why did I call out the shorts to come in first? Right, as you can see, coming to the session, we're already breaking structure and we're already starting to trend down, respecting this 15-minute fair value gap. Understanding that if we're bullish but we see a sell model, we're likely to run in that 19,929 level, right, to reprice lower and then potentially fill the gap, which never happened. Right, coming into the open, exactly that, right? I didn't get my short here, didn't fill me. Right, this was a decent setup, but we ended up running lower to hit that 19,929 level and then slides down some bit more. Right, coming into our first trade, a very simple setup, right? If we see selling pressure, we're likely to slide lower to fill the gap. We never did. We saw a reversal come in. We see 19,929 get swept. We see internal sell side get swept here. Right, my play point is this fair value gap. Right, it was about to be a 5-minute fair value gap formation. Never happened. So understand that we did this place. You would want to see the 1 minute respect and run lower, which never happened. Right, so you look for that inverse setup to what area of interest, right? 7 o'clock hits. I'm looking at the opening range high for my first price target. Right, inverse, and then we see a market structure shift above this high, right, confirmed by candle closure. So we saw our bearish model come in. We saw us take sell side lower and fail to move lower. So when we reverse, we're likely to hunt the opening range high. Right, again, could have caught entries in this fair value gap, and then I don't think we ever hit this one. I mean, maybe you got filled there, but I wasn't too confident just yet. Once we cracked above these highs and started placing hard, I ended up getting my entry here with my stop at this wick, a tight stop, right? We formed a 5-minute bullish, but I was okay with taking this trade. Understand that, right? If I get stopped out, we're likely just to run lower, and then I'll just get back in and then capture the trade I wanted in the first place. But I got my longs here, right? A tight risk at 9 points to profit 16, right? I ended up catching the push and holding a bit longer, so I caught about 19 points. I think 18 and a half. But otherwise, a great trade with tight risk and a pretty nice delivery. Right, coming in to the true trade that we were looking at today, right? Our buy model continuation setup. Right, understand that we've already swept sell side, we've already broke structure, right? If we bought through this high and fail to find buying, what are we likely to price to? We're likely to price to discount and hit some sort of fair value gap, meaning this 1 minute that never got touched, and then even more confluence for me, a 5-minute fair value gap here. Bam. Right, again, our targets, 19,988 in the new all-time high. Right, so 19,988 is just these highs here. All-time high was this high here. Right, so I don't just blindly get in the 5-minute fair value gap as we can see lower to fill the gap, so I waited. Swing high to swing low of this range. We know we hit discount. We know we've bought through and respected. Yes, the wick broke low, but where did we close? Up here. So we're respecting. Right, coming on the 1 minute, let's find my internal buy model. Right, we ended up inversing this fair value gap, which is a decent entry, but I kind of saw a bearish model, so I waited. Right, we ended up sliding higher and breaking through these, so I got my entry here at this fair value gap. Right, my stop was factoring this inverse and just below this area of interest here. Price targets, again, 19,988. You could scale here, but we just shot through both, and then the all-time high. right? So this setup was a 15-point risk to profit 27, and then to profit 50 points. Obviously, right, the market absolutely ripped higher for fucking, I don't know how much, for 300 points higher. That's insane. But again, I'm not going to dwell on it. I executed a great quality trade. I stuck to my plan. I caught a nice trade. So be it. Maybe leave it run or let it run, but I'm totally happy with that, right? I'm not looking at what ifs. I execute my plan. I follow my plan, and that's that. Right, so that's June 17th, full trade recap. Again, stay tuned for that Discord launch in July. It'll be on sale. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for your time. If you have any other questions, just be sure to leave me a comment, leave us a like, and I'll be sure to get back to it fast. And that is it for the June 17th NQ long recap.